Good afternoon, I'm Atik Rumi, bring you the news on Gold FM.
The news headlines on Gold FM.
In your headlines, Treasury loss of $2.5 million attributed to negligence and ignorance by former central bank deputy governor. Opposition caused the president to give up finance portfolio in light of $2.5 million debacle. 22 in Buddhist robes arrested with drugs at BIA. EOI called for Mattala Rajpaksha International Airport. Brace for El Nino as early as next month, warns Global Meteorological Authority. Suspect in custody after shots fired at White House Correspondents' Dinner. Trump calls off peace talks in Pakistan, tells Iran they can call.
The top story on Gold FM.
22 individuals clad in robes similar to those of Buddhist clergy were arrested at the Bandaranaike International Airport last night with drugs. The Police Narcotic Bureau says that the suspects were attempting to smuggle in more than 112 kilograms of the narcotics kush and hash. The street value of the stash is estimated to be more than 1.1 billion rupees. Acting on intelligence, officials intercepted the group as they arrived from Bangkok, Thailand. The group reportedly traveled to Thailand on the 22nd of this month using air tickets provided by a sponsor. The narcotics, weighing over 112 kilograms and packed into 90 separate bags, lay hidden within false bottoms of luggage containing school equipment and sweets. Customs officials say that 21 individuals carried 4 packets each, while one individual carried 6 packets. Investigations reveal the suspects originate from various parts of Sri Lanka and claim to be pursuing higher education at different institutions. Airport Police Narcotics Bureau officials describe this as the first instance in the history of BIA where such a large drug haul was seized from a group dressed in robes. Further investigations continue and the suspects will be produced before the Negombo Magistrates Court today.
This is the local news on Gold FM.
The transfer of $2.5 million from the General Treasury to a hacking group occurred due to ignorance and negligence. This was stated by former Central Bank Deputy Governor W.A. Wijewardena during an interview with Hiru News. He further stated that recovering the stolen funds might prove difficult. In the interest of clarity, we have left his remarks undubbed.
හැම අවුරුද්දේම මෙන්න මේ ණය අහවල් දිනට අහවල් ණය හිමියට අපි ගෙවිය යුතුයි කියලා ලේඛනයක් එනවා. අපිට රාජ්‍ය ණය දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ ලේඛනය ආවහම රාජ්‍ය ණය දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව මේක චෙක් කරනවා ඇත්තටම මේ මේ ලේඛනයේ තිබෙන තොරතුරු අපේ තිබිච්ච මුල් ගිවිසුම් වල තිබෙන තොරතුරු සමග. ඒවා නිවැරදි නම් අපි කරන්නේ නියමිත දිනයට භාණ්ඩාගාර නියෝජ්‍ය ලේකම්ගේ ගින්මෙන් මුදල් අරගෙන ඒ අදාළ පාර්ශවයට අපි තුමු මේක ඇමරිකන් ඩොලර් නම් අපේ ෆෙඩරල් රිසර්ව් බැංකුවේ තියෙන ගිණුමකින් ඒ වගේ බයි බ්‍රිතාන්‍යයේ පවුම් වලින් අපිට බැංකු ඉංග්‍රීසි ඩොලර් තියෙන ගිණුමකින් මේ මුදල් අරගෙන අපි අදාළ ණය හිමියට ගෙවනවා. දැන් අපි ඔන්ලයින් හරහා ගෙවපු ගාම අපිට SMS එකක් එනවනේ විදුලි වල බන්ඩලෙන් ඔබගේ මුදල් ලැබුණා කියලා හිතන්න. අපි ජලසම්පත් මණ්ඩලයට මුදල් ගෙවුවාම ඔන්ලයින් එකෙන් ඉමීඩියට්ලි අපිට SMS එකක් ලැබෙනවා මෙන්න මේ මුදල් ලැබුණා ඉන්කම් ටැක්ස් එකට බදු ගෙවුවාම තේම ලැබෙනවා. ඉතින් අපිට ඇක්නොලෙජ්මන්ට් එකක් එනවා මේ මුදල් ලැබුණා කියලා හිතන්න. ඒතර මේ ඇක්නොලෙජ්මන්ට් එක තමයි අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ මේ ණය අපහු ගෙවීම පිළිබඳ සහතිකය. නියෝජ්‍ය මුදල් ඇමතිවරයා ප්‍රකාශ කරපු විදිහට මේ ඒවම ඇක්නොලෙජ්මන්ට් එකක් ලැබිලත් නැහැ. ඒගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙම වැඩි ගෙවීමක් කළයි කියලා දැනගෙන තිබෙන්නේ ඕස්ට්‍රේලියානු එක්ස්පෝර්ට් ෆිනෑන්ස් කෝපරේෂන් එකෙන් අහලා තියෙනවා වාරිකේ ඇයි ගෙවුවේ නැති කියලා කොට පස්සේ මේගොල්ලෝ දන්නේ ප්‍රොසීජර්ස් වල ලොකු අඩුපාඩුවක් තිබෙනවා. ඒ ප්‍රොසීජර්ස් ඇත්තටම යාවත් කයිල කරන්න ඕනේ කරලා ඉතින් අපි නිලධාරිලා දෙකවත් කරන්න. මේ කියන මුදල් අපි ගෙවුවාම ආලෝකයේ වේගයෙන් යන්නේ තප්පරයට 1,86,000 වේගයෙන් තමයි මේවා යන්නේ. ඒ ෆිචර්ස් වල කරන්නේ මේ මුදල් ආපහු හොයාගන්න බැරි තැනකට ගෙනහිල්ලා මේ මුදල් ඒගොල්ලෝ පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. වහාම කළ යුත්තේ තමයි මේ මුදල ගිණුමෙන් කොහාටද ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. මොකද දැන් මේවා මේ ඉලෙක්ට්‍රොනිකලි ගෙවන නිසා මේවා තියෙන ඔඩිට් ට්‍රේල් එක. ඒ ඔඩිට් ට්‍රේල් එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්.
Meanwhile, the opposition is calling for the president to relinquish the finance portfolio in light of the $2.5 million debacle. Speaking to the media today, former governor of the Eastern Province, Dr. Suren Raghavan, put forth 3 demands, which included President Anura Kumara Dissanayake giving up the Ministry of Finance. He stressed that investor confidence has taken a serious hit due to the treasury falling prey to scammers.
Now at the government, the most highest level, through this phishing activity, the government had lost its control over the management of our finances. Tomorrow, God forsake, God prohibit that happened, that the central bank can get up and say, our entire $6.8 billion are missing and we are only searching to the CID and CID will tell you what will happen. I hope this government will not push this nation to that point. Therefore, on behalf of the party, I have 3 demands in front of the government and to my former parliamentary colleague, Honorable President Anura Kumara Dissanayake. Number 1, appoint an independent cross-party investigation team for all the allegations that the government is facing today. Not your own friends. It is very famous to appoint a retired judge. I mean, with all respect to the judges, it's very easy to appoint one of them and then get a report and that report will sleep. We have gone through this. No, we don't want that. This nation demands accountability from you because that is the platform that you came to power. Number 2, sack, not just temporary resignations. Sack everybody who is involved in this and recover the money from their personal funds. It is public funds. Now we have to pay the Australian government, right? We can't default them. Now the $2.5 million had to be paid. Who's going to pay that? Therefore, these officials, if they are party carders, if they are inexperienced people, if they are political appointees, recover from them. Number 3, Honorable Anura Kumara Dissanayake, all had happened under you. The customs is under you. Treasury is under you as Minister of Finance. Central Bank is independent, but you are the minister. And digitalization ministry is under you, sir. How is this possible that all 3 areas you have failed? This nation voted for you for a better tomorrow, but you have cheated on them and failed. Therefore, my 3rd recommendation and demand may be, until all these investigations are finished, you step down from the Ministry of Finance and give it to a person who is independently able to understand. Maybe you are under pressure, you have too much in your hand. I don't know who you have. It looks like you have put your best people and they're still failing. Maybe you have to hire somebody outside. We have lost our investor confidence. Who will come to a nation and invest if the entire treasury is being hacked?
Police have uncovered a new digital scam designed to plunder bank accounts through malicious file sharing. The scam involves a suspicious file labeled .apk, which is sent via unknown numbers or even disguised as coming from a friend. Once downloaded and opened, hackers can gain full control of the mobile device. This access allows criminals to intercept sensitive data, including SMS messages and one-time password codes, enabling them to drain funds from victims' accounts. These malicious files often masquerade as wedding invitations, electricity bills or lottery notifications on social media, appearing as images or PDF documents. However, upon clicking, the file installs itself as a mobile application, granting hackers the ability to read private messages and obtain secret banking codes without the user's knowledge. Police advise the public never to download or open suspicious .apk files, regardless of the sender's identity. Users should only download mobile applications from official sources such as the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Authorities also urge potential victims to immediately suspend their bank accounts and notify the nearest police station or the Computer Crime Investigation Division. Additionally, official guidance recommends disabling the Install Unknown Apps setting on mobile devices to prevent unauthorized access. An El Niño event will likely emerge between May and July this year, and this could result in a possible drought in South Asia, of which Sri Lanka is also a part. In its latest monthly global seasonal climate update, the organization warned that rapidly rising sea surface temperatures signal a return of these conditions, which typically alter worldwide weather cycles. Meteorologists anticipate a nearly global dominance of above normal land temperatures throughout the coming months. Addressing the media, WMO spokesperson Claire Nullis commented on the impact of El Niño.
World Meteorological Organization has issued an update saying that an El Niño event is expected to develop from mid-2026. As we know, El Niño has a major impact on rainfall patterns, on temperature patterns, and tends to increase global temperatures.
Head of Climate Prediction at the World Meteorological Department, Wilfran Mofoma Okia, highlighted the regions that will be affected by the drought.
In general, with El Nino, we tend to see in some part of the world some excessive rainfall. For example, the Greater Horn of Africa, the southern part of South America, Argentina. And on the contrary, we also have large region where we see drought condition. An example could be a large part of Australia, Indonesia, Southeast Asia. What we are saying is that the El Nino is likely to happen and this event will be strong.
Further, the WMO's latest monthly global seasonal climate update noted that a drought is possible in parts of southern Asia as well. Meanwhile, on the 28th of April, the South Asian Climate Outlook Forum is expected to issue its forecast for the South Asian southwest monsoon.
Now for some news in brief.
The Ministry of Ports and Civil Aviation has invited investors to submit expressions of interest for the Mattala Rajapaksa International Airport.
The business news on Gold FM.
A United States judge in California dismissed fraud claims brought by Elon Musk against OpenAI and co-founder Sam Altman regarding the organization's original mission. The district judge ruled in Oakland that the case instead proceeds to trial on claims of breach of charitable trust and unjust enrichment. Musk alleges the company and investor Microsoft betrayed a founding pledge to benefit humanity by shifting toward a for-profit model. Jury selection begins this Monday for the legal battle, where Musk seeks $150 billion in damages to be redirected to OpenAI's charitable arm.
International news on Gold FM.
A suspect is in custody following a shooting incident at the Washington Hilton that abruptly disrupted the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday evening. The incident occurred at approximately 8:30 p.m. local time as attendees were finishing their first course. Witnesses reported hearing 7 to 8 loud bangs, followed by the sound of shattering glass, causing widespread panic as hundreds of guests, including the President, First Lady, Vice President, diplomats, journalists and celebrities, took cover under tables. The U.S. Secret Service confirmed that President Donald Trump, First Lady Melania Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance were not harmed during the incident and are safe. However, one uniformed Secret Service officer sustained a gunshot wound at close range during an engagement with the suspect. Officials stated the officer survived thanks to his bullet-resistant vest. Authorities identified the suspect as 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen of Torrance, California. According to reports, Allen had been staying as a guest at the hotel and allegedly attempted to breach a security checkpoint armed with a shotgun, a handgun and multiple knives. Following his arrest, the suspect reportedly told law enforcement he intended to target Trump administration officials. President Trump addressed the nation from the White House briefing room shortly after the incident.
A man charged a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons, and he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly and have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now, put out on Truth and put out on many other platforms. A tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution, and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's behalf. Really did a great job. One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun. The vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer and he's doing great. He's in great shape.
He described the attacker as a lone wolf whack job and praised the response of his security detail, calling their actions admirable. He also referenced the 1981 assassination attempt on President Ronald Reagan, which occurred at the same hotel, noting the risks associated with the presidency. Attorney General Todd Blanche confirmed that Allen is facing federal charges, including use of a firearm during a crime of violence and assault on federal officers. In response to the attack, the White House Correspondents Association cancelled the remainder of the evening's program, announcing plans to reschedule the event within the next 30 days as authorities continue their investigation into the motive and circumstances surrounding the incident. President Donald Trump abruptly stopped a high-level diplomatic mission to Pakistan, claiming United States envoys would be wasting time. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner were due to meet mediators in Islamabad for talks aimed at ending the war with Iran. The decision followed the departure of the Iranian delegation from the Pakistani capital. President Trump suggested on social media that the Iranian leadership faced internal confusion and stated that Tehran knew how to reach him if they desired a discussion. Tensions remain high over the Strait of Hormuz, where the United States naval presence blocks Iranian oil exports. Although a ceasefire remains in place, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi questioned the sincerity of American diplomacy. Meanwhile, separate violence continues in Lebanon as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ordered his military to strike Hezbollah targets vigorously. In Washington, security forces apprehended an armed suspect at the White House Correspondents' Dinner after gunfire sent guests, including the president, into a brief scramble for safety.
Entertainment news on Gold FM.
Antoine Fuqua's biopic Michael secured the top spot on US charts, earning $39.5 million from nearly 4,000 North American theaters. The film is on track to gross up to $100 million, surpassing the opening records of Bohemian Rhapsody and Straight Outta Compton. Despite a massive $155 million production budget and costly third act reshoots due to legal constraints, the film is performing exceptionally well.
Sports news on Gold FM.
Sri Lanka clinched a bronze medal at the 6th Asian Beach Games in Sanya, China, delivering a commendable performance in the men's 60-meter relay event. The quartet of Manuja Prabhash, Malit Thamel, Malit Sarushan and Sandhu Delavath represented the country, finishing the race with an impressive time of 27.57 seconds to secure a podium spot. That's it for the news. I'm Atik Rumi. Have a great day.